Welcome back to The Factor. Illegal street racing is getting a lot of attention and a lot of people in trouble. Harris County constables arrested more than 100 people over the weekend, along with the Harris County Sheriff's Office and HPD. A higher number than usual due to the annual drag racing event. I talked with Constable Alan Rosen about how street racing is dangerous for everyone involved. But why don't young people get or understand just how dangerous street racing is?
You know, I think it's all part and parcel of educating people. They don't see enough of the tragedy that we see on a daily basis when it comes to people that are out there street racing or taking over an intersection or thing like that. It is very dangerous. We have seen deaths. We've seen a lot of destruction that has happened as a result of people that race and think that they know what they're doing. They think they're the best car driver there is in Houston, only to lose control of their vehicle and crash out, potentially kill themselves and kill the spectators that are there. And thankfully, law enforcement has had enough of this. So there's a lot of penalties now. In fact, the state legislature right now is contemplating additional legislation that will be even harsher for those that are caught street racing or taking over intersections and things like that.
Now, Constable, currently, if you're caught street racing, it is a crime. You get that criminal charge. Also, you guys have enhanced that over the years with taking their vehicle away, right?
That's correct. And we have taken and forfeited many vehicles. In fact, that's what the new legislation's about, is actually forfeiting the vehicle that you're driving. So effectively, if you're caught and convicted of street racing or taking over these intersections and doing this dangerous activity, you could lose the very vehicle you're doing it. And, people have invested a lot of money in these cars. They've souped them up. They've spent thousands of dollars of doing this stuff. It's my opinion, Isaiah, that we need to have a place like the racetrack out in Baytown where people can have weekend racing and it's in a structured environment and people have all the safety protocol. But these people that think that they can go out on a toll road or on a Westheimer and have street racing, man, they're going to not only lose their car and potentially forfeit their car, they potentially could lose their lives.
And you wake up on an early Saturday morning, Constable, like I do, or early Sunday morning, and you see the news from overnight. Illegal street racing, someone crashed into someone and someone is dead. Even in the videos you see where onlookers or spectators are out there and they're doing the figure eights, and then they hit one of the spectators, but, it just doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop because you're dealing with, mostly young people that think that this is just fun and it's just part of, growing up. But it's become a very serious problem, so much so that the Texas legislature is looking to target this type of activity. So I know that we here in Harris County take it very seriously. You see all the various local law enforcement that have task force that are going out there, and when they do try to take over either a public intersection or a private parking lot and do this kind of activity, people are going to jail. They're going to jail. We target the vehicles that are doing it. And also, they're going to forfeit their vehicle. And that's a heavy price to pay. I mean, you're going to be out hitting the streets walking because of this activity.
Now, there are alternatives that some entities and agencies have come up with, like the Raceway, instead of illegal street racing, but it's hard to get people to give up that adrenaline on an open street, on a toll road, on a freeway when they feel like no one is watching. And it's just difficult to get them to give that up, right, Constable?
It really is, Isaiah. It is the thrill. There's that component. There's the component of someone coming by you and kind of racing their engine and kind of egging you on and things like that. The message that we have to get out from law enforcement perspective is that it could cost you your life. It could cost the life of an innocent bystander or a family that's just going to dinner one night. And it also could cost you your vehicle, and you also will go to jail for it. And so we can't be any clearer that this kind of behavior is not going to be tolerated. It is very dangerous. A vehicle is just like a gun. It's a weapon. And when that crash happens, when you're going 90 to 100 miles an hour, there's not going to be a lot left after that crash happens. It's just, they're just not. They're not equipped like a race car at the Indianapolis 500, where they've got these cages and all this stuff. And so people are going to pay that heavy price with their life and their property.